drive out the demons on their way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play, is here and now today.
Yes, folks, this is the moment. I'm your coach, Coach Raja, and I'm here, and I appreciate all of you. You're going to ring the victory bell for being here and being so amazing. And you know who else is amazing? My next guest. Let me introduce you to the amazing Randi Light. Now, with 2 decades of experience and thousands of successful sessions, Randi Light is known for blending science, spirituality, and strategy to help clients and hypnotists become the best version of themselves. She's a creator of the Essential for Success System and the Illumination series, and innovative programs to heal trauma, rewire subconscious patterns, and create measurable, lasting changes in mind, body, and spirit. Randi is an award-winning intuitive hypnotherapist, author, and peak performance coach, and the founder of the Enlightened Living Hypnosis Academy. She has developed a proven model of education that empowers practitioners to master both the technique and the intuition. So without any further delay, please welcome the super talented, the super beautiful, the one who walked to school uphill both ways in the snow, barefoot, the one, the only, Randi Light. Randi, welcome to the show. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great after all that. Thank you.
We seem to love the intro, don't they?
Yeah.
And if you want to feel great too, click the link down below so that you can leave comments on the live. You're going to ring the victory bell, because if you're here, you're live, and when you're live, you thrive, and on the replay, you get to play again. So let's not further delay. If you get a chance to, please also like and subscribe to the channel, because it helps us grow our impact. Our goal is just to make sure we help as many people as we can. So thank you so much for joining that journey. So Randi, let's just dive right in. Now, hypnosis. A lot of people have heard of it. A lot of people think it's only about what the magicians do on the stage to entertain people, but you and I both know it is based in science. It is based on fact. It is based on being able to help people. So tell us a little bit more about, you've helped thousands of people. What exactly happens in the subconscious mind that makes it effective for healing?
Great question. And I will do my best to make it as short as possible. So actually, hypnosis is a normal, natural, common, everyday occurrence. Yeah. And you go in and out of the state many times a day. And victory mindset is, when you do anything, when you have a positive mindset, whether you're an athlete or something else, you actually go into the zone. Right? When you are your best version of yourself, that is a hypnotic state. If we measured brainwaves, your brainwaves would be cycling in alpha, and that's a light state of hypnosis or even a light state of meditation. But that's where we perform our very best, whether it's an athletic performance or anything else. And so that is, so accessing that part and being able to access and learn how to access that part of you that is a peak performer, getting into that focused state can help you achieve anything that you want to achieve. And the thing that also makes hypnosis really powerful is your subconscious has stored everything that's ever happened to you. Like 95% of our behaviors are subconscious. And what's really great is that hypnosis is a bridge or a doorway to your subconscious. So we literally have access to everything that's ever happened to you, and we can program and reprogram your mind and your mindset for success, whatever that is.
Nice. Good. So for someone who's curious about learning more about hypnosis or becoming certified, what makes your approach at the Enlightened Living Hypnosis Academy different from other trainings?
Yeah, I mean, it is generally a mouthful, that my name, and people not even everyone knows how to say the word hypnosis, let alone get hypnotized. And there's so many different there's so many misconceptions about hypnosis. I do what I call healing hypnosis, not Hollywood hypnosis.
Yeah.
And so what happened is, after working with thousands of people, and if I could figure out, well, what what can I do with my clients that would give them exactly what they need if they're only committed to 4 sessions? And that's
Right.
how the Essential 4 was born, right? And that
Right.
is my book and my protocol
Mm-hmm.
that I take almost every single client
Yep.
through. But
Mm-hmm.
and I also teach people as well as hypnotists to use the Essential 4, because I get like a 90% success rate with almost anything you could imagine. Now, what makes the Enlightened Living Hypnosis Academy different is I'm with you all the way when you are getting certified, and I keep the sessions, you know, the groups, the trainings, whether it's live in person or online or a little bit of both. I keep them small, intimate settings. And I also make sure that you get your own transformation and healing so that you can be a better practitioner and have the confidence you need to go out there. So that's some of the things that sets me apart. Plus I'm intuitive. Plus people feel really comfortable with me. So they feel comfortable making mistakes. They may feel comfortable learning and becoming a better version of themselves to go out into the world and do
Right.
that.
So now, how can you? What would you tell to somebody that said, you know, if one of my audience members is out there is feeling stuck or overwhelmed, disconnected, what's a simple one-step strategy that they can take right now to start transforming?
Well, the focus of your thoughts is what is causing that, right?
Yeah.
Like, yes, there are events and experiences in our life that affect that. But what you're focusing on at that one moment is determining how you feel. So the simple thing is to change what you're focusing on, to literally change your thoughts. And what I tell all my clients and students is to focus on what you want instead of what you don't want. So that's, and if you literally right? If you take that, right, it's kindergarten and graduate school. But if you apply that simple concept, when you're thinking of something you don't want to happen, you don't want to feel anxious, you know, you don't want that thing to happen, you want to change that. And if you change it to something, and you also are there for yourself.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Thank you so much for that. Now, Randy, already, what a great Easter egg about really creating that mind shift so that you can start to align with what it is that you really want. And you know, it's sort of like that fresh paint sign. You know, don't touch the wall. Wet paint. How many people are going to touch it? More people are going to touch it, right? And that's what always happens because everybody seems to be drawn to that, to test it, it's that negative feedback loop. But instead, if there's another way we can say, you know, drying paint. Well, nobody wants to touch it. I know there's actually less people are going to touch it if you say that. And that's the interesting part. So now you have a share. I want to give everybody here a free gift over here down below. So what is the audience going to get when they click on that link? Like, what are the benefits of that?
Well, it's a love yourself quiz to see where you're at in life and to also give you ideas of how to love yourself. And we all look outside for external validation and making sure that someone has our back. But when you learn to love yourself and really learn to love and accept yourself, then you have your back. You become your own best friend. And so you feel so much better and you can move through life, you know, and go after what you want because you're more at peace, because loving yourself and not loving yourself can be so sneaky, you know. So if you've done a lot of work, that's great. And there's always, and so what I say is there's always another level of the onion to peel, to heal. And there's always another level of joy, of self-love, of confidence. And when you take that quiz, it'll give you ideas of how to be a better version of yourself and love yourself more and find out where the sneaky ways they can do it. And it can help you to move forward and have that victory mindset that you always talk about.
All right, certainly. I love that. So folks, there is, make sure you grab that link down below, and we're going to put that in the post show notes, either in YouTube or on the podcast. So make sure you grab that down below. So let's just keep on driving forward. And now, Randy, I always say this is like what I call the speed dating round. Like, people always join a person, not a business. They want to get to know you and make sure that we align together. So let's get to know you really on a deeper level. You know,
I grew up in a suburb of Chicago, And I really never felt like I fit in. I mean, I was a cheerleader and a gymnast, and so I did all those kind of things. But I say I ran away as fast as I could. But I mean, I did go to Indiana University, and I did get a master's degree in education with an environmental focus. So I have a deep love and care for. It used to be my job to teach people to love and care for Mother Earth, especially children. And my volunteer work was working and doing different ceremonies. And then when I moved back to the Midwest, which is where I live near Chicago now, those roles reversed. And so then my paid professions became healing, and my volunteer work was with environmental stuff. And I was a massage therapist, but I needed a new way of helping people heal, because it was my hands, I couldn't twist things anymore. And I happened upon hypnosis, and I had no idea I could take people's pains away. I had no idea of how incredibly powerful and beneficial it could be, including, Raj, I do have to say that for stuttering.
So that's what we were talking about. So tell me, give an example of someone you helped out that had a bad who was helped or cured by hypnosis. So I've been through a lot of different speech therapists myself, as well as different devices and conferences and stuff. So nothing really overall helped me except more accepting on my own handicap. And the strangest thing, and people have a reason to say this, but you don't stutter all the time. True. When I sing, I don't stutter, and there are certain periods of fluency, like 30 seconds, 60 seconds. I won't. But the problem is, every day, every hour, every minute, I do have a stutter. So why is that? How can we break that pattern?
Well, there's a couple of different things I would have to say. One is it's a habit. It's an automatic, like a neural pathway, like you're expecting it to come. And so that can play a role. The stress, right? You came to a place of acceptance and said, F it, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I'm going to be in my power. And so many people aren't at that place, and getting it so we create new neural pathways of you being able to communicate, even clearer, and then getting to that place of acceptance. Because when you get to that place of acceptance, you have you're not in a stress state. You trust that no matter what, it's going to come out and it's going to flow. You feel a lot better, and it can reduce the amount of times that you do stutter. But the key thing, because those are all wonderful and powerful, is we can get to the root cause, because many times our subconscious has stored some memory from the perspective of the age we are when the event takes place. And so what hypnosis can do that very few other healing modalities can do is what's called regression, and go back in time to what we would call the initial sensitizing event, the root cause, when that began. And when
find that anchor point.
Find the anchor point. And when we do that, in a hypnotic state, your conscious mind is over there, not forefront. We're working with your subconscious. You can communicate with that younger self, that inner child that lives inside you, and help change the belief, release stored emotions from the body, and just create a whole new way of doing it. And that has been proven and has happened for people with hypnosis.
Right. So I think we need to bring it back one day and just do a long, deep dive on that, because I know people in the speech therapy field that I think that we could really have a longer discussion on and see what we can do. All right. So now, what about growing up? Did you have a particular movie or a book that helped shape the way that you are today?
Oh my God, I loved A Star is Born when I was a little girl. I didn't know we were going way far back,
Okay, sure.
Yeah, and that was with Chris Christopherson and Barbara Streisand. Oh my God, I used to sing all those songs. So and just love them. But as a young adult, when my impressionable self, E.T. And I wanted everyone to watch E.T.
Yeah,
right?
Because
yeah, and Forrest Gump. So, I like those kind of movies where there's the little bit of a hero for the people who need it.
And I don't know if anybody ever realized this. I was just watching a review about Forrest Gump. Tom Hanks' character, Forrest Gump, the entire movie we are such a, by the way, spoiler alert, you know, you see that he is this young man, an autistic person, and he is ignoring everybody's jeers and sneers and whatever they say about him behind his back, but everybody's laughing at him the entire time, his entire life, and we all think that he doesn't feel it. And it's not until at the end of the movie when he finally meets Jenny, the love of his life, who kept going in and out of his life, and finally he meets his son. And Jenny finally tells him, "This is your boy." He finally, you know, you see that change transpire over his face today.
I'm gonna cry.
It's almost like a master class in emotional change. You say, "Is he like me?" And now you feel that emotion. Oh, I just got chills. Like that, he knew all along. And that moment to me, I felt that too. And that's why, like, I tell people now, I finally found my voice, and I also knew all along the people, and I try to ignore it and try to just keep going forward and being positive. So, you know, so Forrest Gump, definitely watch that movie. Fantastic role playing by Tom Hanks, and just incredible storytelling.
Raja, can I say something? So
Sure.
here's why another reason why I love hypnotherapy is because it helps people get to the place that we just said of that acceptance much faster than you do it on your own. And some people never get there on their own, but you know, working with a coach that's a hypnotist makes everything that you can get to where you want to go much easier.
Yeah. Gotcha. That's great. All right. So what about favorite music? Always find this fun. What really jammed you?
Well, you already heard that I loved Christoph, you know, the Star is Born songs, but once again in college, I people would say I'm a hippie, but I'm too young to be a hippie. But I ended up finding the Grateful Dead, right?
Really?
Like
Nice.
going to those concerts and in traveling with my friends, I would sell jewelry and all kinds of things to make money.
That's
But
fun.
because now they're popular and now it's accepted, you know, but there's it's so much magic when you're around 50,000 people all singing, all dancing, all on the same, you know, moment of inspiration. Move me brightly. That's one of, you know, I even made a sticker of that when I was in college and sold those, and it's in one of the songs. And you know, when that moment and everyone comes together, I was like, oh my God, this needs to be channeled, you know. And so you're probably going to ask me this, but I'm going to say it now anyway. But you know, that made me realize that a lot about energy, and I do energy work and combine it to elevate the consciousness of humanity and move us forward. And I always, so here's what I want to say is not just move us forward. So that's what I used to say. But then I realized, well, what are we moving us forward into? So now I say I have a deep mission and desire to elevate the consciousness of humanity and move us forward into love.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Beautifully said. All right. So we got to shift over shortly to our next segment. So final question here, just before we shift here. You know, what is your favorite kind of food? I always find this is always interesting because everybody breaks bread. You make friends over dinner and lunches all the time. So what's your favorite?
So I lived in San Francisco, and you know, being a minority there, they had incredibly delicious food until I moved back to Northwest Indiana. But I still did find Thai food. I used to cook it. I mean, it was so, you know, it's sweet, salty, sour, spicy. I mean, it's the full gamut, and it's delicious. So Thai food.
I love it. I love it. All right, hang on one second. Hello, yes. Let's see, Thai palace. Yeah, we have a special VIP guest. We need a pallet of Thai food, extra peanut oil in the VIP room. Thanks so much. All right, so that's totally real call. You're going to be set up in the green room, so make sure you save me some because most of my guests just eat all the food anyway. But you know, last question for you. You know, what is it that you want people to recall about you?
About me, that you can heal, you can shift. Your past doesn't equal your future, and you can become a better version of yourself, all through loving yourself, working with a hypnotherapist, and having that desire and passion. So I guess that's what I want. I want people to see me and know that they can get trained to become a hypnotherapist. Coaches, it's great for that, and therapists, and just and do the healing work with themselves.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. All right, folks, there it is. You heard it here. Best, thank you so much for being here, Randy. We're going to send you to the green room with some food, and please make sure hopefully she saves me some this time. Folks, as you know, we have sponsor segments. Today, our sponsor is Speakers Playhouse. Make sure that you go to speakersplayhouse.com. Every week, there's a chance to connect with speakers and hosts. If you want to get on podcasts, or if you have a podcast you need guests, that's a great place for to connect. My show started there, so a big shout out, much love to Kimberly Crow and Ginny Trask. So make sure that you give them some love too. I'm always about paying it forward, so keep sharing. And if you want to change your life, if you want to make some waves, you know what? It always starts with something else. It starts with a big splash.
What happens? No, there's a splash. You make an impact, and then you get waves. And then you don't know where those waves are going. Those waves are going past, around the reeds, and you don't out there when you're on stage. You don't know where your impact is going to end. It's never going to end.
All right. So, folks, today in our 60-second mindset, Randy was talking about earlier about accepting yourself. And a lot of times people forget that you feel like you need permission to accept yourself, permission from somebody, because we've been trained, we've been programmed through our upbringing, our finances, our education, our coworkers, or our friends at school, that we are a certain way, and that's what we're supposed to be. Everyone likes to fit you in some kind of a box. Well, I'm here to tell you, as part of the Unbox Me Today show, unbox yourself. And once you break out of that box of fear, you get uncomfortable, and that's okay, because on the other side of the uncomfortable zone, that's where your greatest success lies. That's where your freedom is going to derive from. So give yourself the permission. If no one ever gave you permission to change, permission to be more, permission to be free, I'm giving it to you. Unbox your life today. And just like my next book title, it's called Unbox Me Today for a reason. It's not just a title, it's a call to action. I want all of you out there to please take the opportunity and change your life today. And if you want to start having a change in your life even faster, come join our free mastermind on Tuesday nights. There's that link down below. Come join us and find out how you can become the next version of you. And, I give you permission. So go be great, go be amazing, and go be free. So without any further delay, let's bring Randy back and see, how did she fare? So Randy, how was the food, and did you save me any?
Like to share.
That's okay, no problem. All right, so Randy, tell me a little bit, what is your biggest takeaway from that 60-second mind shift, and what would you add to it?
Well, first of all, I agree with the whole permission thing. That's what I feel like I do for a living. I just give you permission to be you. And I always I show my clients and students, like, if, for example, Raja, go ahead and fold your hands together, and so we can see your thumbs for a moment, and then switch your thumbs. It's just uncomfortable.
Exactly.
Fold your hands like this and then switch it. It's uncomfortable, but that doesn't mean it's bad. It's just uncomfortable. And that the other thing that I would add is that courage is not the absence of fear. It's feeling the fear and doing it anyway. It's okay to have the fear. Just, let it be courage. Turn it into courage, and, do something with it. So that's
you got it. I love it. Thank you so much, Randy. I'm going to give you one more chance, folks. If you have not grabbed her book, her link, there it is down below. Make sure you click on that and start to change your life today. So, Randy, thank you so much. You've been an amazing guest. And last question for you today is just, if someone gave you a blank check with unlimited resources, what is your grand vision to change the world?
I would create and hire thousands of hypnotists, so they're on every street corner, so that so many people would heal. Because I feel like with each client I work with, we get closer to elevating the consciousness of humanity and moving us forward into love. So I'd hire them and get everybody to start coming and getting hypnotized and recognizing the healing power of working with the subconscious and changing it.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much, Randy. All right. Thanks, folks. And for everybody else that's been here today, remember, this is the Unbox Me Today show. We are on our way to 500 interviews in 3 years. And I want to thank every single one of you for being part of that journey. I want to show by example. I faced my biggest fear of actually doing live video, and you all have been a part of that journey. Thank you so much for helping me overcome my fear and showing by example that we are all powerful beyond measure. And that was Marianne Williamson that told us that. So, folks, thank you so much. This is Coach Raj. As always, don't fake it till you make it. Instead, believe it and become it. And we'll see everybody on the next show. Bye-bye. All right, Randy. So 3 quick questions and we're out of here. So why did you want to be on this show today? Why me? Why this show?
Well, I love being on podcasts and sharing my work. So first of all, you know, it's for me because I want people to know about how beneficial it is, and because we're aligned, right? So we're aligned. We both have the same idea of helping coaches and entrepreneurs and have that victory mindset. So that's the other reason, because we're aligned. And
I love it. Thank you. And what was your biggest takeaway from the show today?
How much heart you put into this, how much power, how much energy in creating a place where people can learn and grow and become a better version of themselves. So I can see it, I can feel it. You know, you put your heart and soul into it. So
thank you so much, and I appreciate that. And as everybody who's ever worked with me know, I'm really about the paid forward idea. You know, create that mind shift in your life, and start when you elevate others, you really elevate yourself. So make sure you pay it forward. And last question, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much would you recommend me to somebody else's stage?
Well, you've got the heart, you've got the wisdom, you've got, the charisma. So I guess a 10.
Boom. I like it. Thank you so much for that. All right, folks, we are out of here. Podcast crew knows what to do. And as always, go pay it forward. I love you all. All right.